Hey everyone, welcome back to Twisted Guidance Tarot. I am Poetry. This is your final flip through for the evening. I have purchased Carolyn Myss Myss Archetype cards. I saw these cards on JJ Constellation's channel, I believe, and because I'm trying to do some light and shadow work on myself, I was drawn to them. I was like absolutely drawn to them. It has a little book, as you can see. I'm not going to go to the publishing houses and shit like that. And I had put the box up on my professional tarot group that I'm with on Facebook. And people kept telling me that there was a book that went to these cards as well. So I bought the book. So I'll show you the book. If I can get to the damn book. And it's a thick ass book. By the same author, Carolyn Myss, The Sacred Contracts. It's supposed to work hand in hand with this deck. So I'm excited about it. It has, like I say, the light and the shadow attributes on each card. I'm going to crack these babies open right now. Let's see how many cards it's supposed to be. A deck of 74 cards. I do see that they're different colors. Let's see if the book says anything about them being what the different colors could mean. Now I know I want to say it's Jung, J-U-N-G, that talks about the 12 archetypes, and that each human being has 4 of the 12 archetypes. The 4 that everybody in the world shares is the child, the victim, the prostitute, and the saboteur. And I know y'all thinking, I ain't no damn prostitute, you know, I'm probably still a virgin, something like that. But this is what they mean. So I'm gonna go through these. They represent different fears, issues, and vulnerabilities that you need to confront and overcome as a part of your sacred contract. In doing so, you come to see that these 4 archetypes are your most trusted allies, which could represent spiritual as well as material strengths. Okay, so for the child, it contributes greatly to our ability to sense playfulness in our lives, balancing the seriousness of adult responsibilities. And there's so many different versions of the child within this deck. Then the victim, when we properly recognize the victim, can alert you to the possibility that you're about to let yourself be victimized, whether through passivity or inappropriate actions. It can also help you recognize your own tendency to victimize other people. Okay, so then the saboteur is normally associated with betrayal, but its purpose is not to sabotage you, but to help you learn the many ways in which you undermine and betray yourself. And then the prostitute, which a lot of people probably thought, it ain't me. Okay, the prostitute archetype engages lessons in the sale or negotiation of one's integrity or spirit due to fears of physical survival or for financial gain. We prostitute ourselves when we sell our bodies, our mind for money, or when we compromise our morals and ethics for financial gain. Okay, so those are the 4 types that they say everyone in the world fits into those in some kind of way. So I'm going to flip through these cards real quick. The back is so pretty to me. It's just so beautiful to me. Oh, I was looking through the book to see why they were different colors. See if they mean anything for the different colors. I don't think they mean anything because they randomly change colors. Okay. So these are in alphabetical order. We'll start with the Addict. And I'm just going to read the first one. The Addict helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. This is the positive side to it. The negative side or the dark side to it says it compromises integrity and your honesty, and it allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. When I saw, think about if you know anybody that's an addict of anything, they can be very manipulative to get what they want. But they can also be very resourceful in getting what they want as well. So, you know, so there's a dark and a light side. I wanted to use these cards to help me identify personalities, or when we're doing our tarot card readings, if you want to know more about the love interest that you may meet, or you just want to know a little bit about yourself, why you are reacting a certain way, I felt that these cards would help me identify them. Advocate, if you want to learn things about who you are in your past life. Alchemist. Angel. You know, that's what I thought that these cards would help me get. I need to make sure it stays focused. The Artist. I wonder if I was going to get the Artist card for myself. Focus, baby. Okay. The Athlete. This is another card that I should get for myself when I start using these. The Avenger. The Beggar. The Bully. The positive attributes of a bully. It highlights your tendency to intimidate others. It helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. On the dark side or the shadow side, it conceals the deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Now, remember I said there's a lot of child cards. We have the Child Divine, innocence and purity and the light. The Child Eternal, inability to grow up on the shadow side, you know. The Magical Child, the ability to see potential and beauty, or the beauty of potential. The Child Nature, on the dark side or the shadow side, the tendency to abuse animal or people. The Child Orphan, on the positive light side, conquering fear and surviving. Somehow my focus is not right. Oh, my focus is locked. There. The Wounded Child, on the shadow side, blames dysfunctional relationships on childhood. Okay, this is not staying focused. I don't like that. Companion. These cards are kind of sticky right now. The Damsel. They're sticking together. Destroyer. Detective. I see these as far as careers as well. The Dilettante. I don't know why I thought it was spelled differently. The Don Juan. In the Sims game, this is who you want to make your friend. The Don Juan. The Engineer. Exorcist. Light attribute for the Exorcist. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. On the shadow side, your fear of facing your own demons. That's what that card would represent. The Father. Oh gosh, they're sticking together. They are really glossy. Really glossy. The Female Fatale. The Fool. The Gambler. The God, benevolent and compassion. You recognize the eternal force within yourself. On the dark or the shadow side, can't pronounce the word. Despotism and cruelty. Using your power to control people. The Goddess. Somebody gossips. A Guide. A Healer. Hedonist. Hermit. So far, so the Fool and the Hermit are the two cards I've seen from the tarot. The Hero or the Heroine. It's amazing. It's weird. It's kind of strange they put the Hero and the Heroine on the same card, but God and Goddess is on two separate cards. Judge. King, Knight, the Liberator, the Lover, the Martyr, the Mediator, Mentor, the Messiah. So we have a God and we have a Messiah. The Messiah serves humanity with humility. On the dark side or the shadow side, the exaggerated beliefs that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. The Midas and the Miser. Another one, a dual card. The Monk and the Nun. I don't even see them as the same type of person. Selfless devotion, single-minded dedication to spirit. Shadow attributes is negative judgment of the physical world. Excess piety. I have to really think about that one because I don't agree totally. The Mother. Mystic. The Networker. So for the networker, the positive side, it enhances the unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. On the dark side, conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehoods. Sounds like the media. A pioneer. This is me. A poet. The priest, the prince, the prostitute, which we just talked about, the queen, the rebel. I've always considered myself somewhat of a rebel. Let's see. Challenges authority to affect social change. That's me. Rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. That's me. The dark side rejects legitimate authority out of anger. That's me. Rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. That's not me. But I encompass majority of this rebel club. Rescuer. The Saboteur. I just like saying the word Saboteur. The Samaritan. Can you be a bad Samaritan? So Samaritan, on the positive side, refines your capacity to help those who you would prefer to ignore. And on the darker side, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. Okay, so when I see on Facebook people that be posting up pictures of the homeless person they just gave $1 to, or the homeless family they just gave shoes to, and smiling like, you know, that's what I consider that shadow side. You're exacting appreciation and recognition for helping somebody. I hate when people help somebody that's destitute and then they want to post the pictures all over Facebook like, oh, look what I did. In my random act of kindness. Scribe, that's me. A seeker. A servant. Shapeshifter. Slave. I think they were very careful about putting a black person on this card. But if you go back to the servant, you see a black person. And when I saw that, I automatically thought of slave instead of servant because it was a black character on there. And then we have the slave with the Native American, indigenous American person, the indigenous person. I just thought they was very conscious, or what's the word I'm looking for? trying to be careful is what I'm trying to say. They were purposely trying not to offend anyone, which is not a bad thing. Storyteller. Student. A teacher. A thief. Excuse me, I've stolen someone's heart. Kanye West. I'm sorry. Trickster. I'm sorry. Yeah. Trickster. Vampire. Victim. The Virgin. A visionary. Warrior. And then we have some blank cards here where you can put in your own words and for yourself, and you create your own dark and light. I don't even know what words I would use off the top of my head right now, but I do like that where I could make my own. There was another deck that I was looking at today. Oh, I didn't buy that deck. I forgot I know which one it is now, but I didn't buy it. But yeah, these are I have small hands, y'all. I just have small hands. So the card span is very wide, and the stock is really thick. So shuffling the way that I normally shuffle is going to be a chore. But it's so many cards. Look, so many cards that I can't fit them all in one grip. So I can't do that type of shuffle that you guys do. We'll see how it goes. But that is my Carolyn Myss. Carolyn Myss. Myss or Myss, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name exactly. Archetype cards. It's an 80 card deck with instruction booklet. And like I said, and I have, the Sacred Contracts book to go along with it. I heard this is a very good book. And I like to read. So, Awakening Your Divine Potential is what this book is about. So again, this is the last unboxing, unveiling, flip through video of the evening. Thank y'all for being here. Go check out the other ones. They should be loading as we speak right now. You have a good night. Peace. See you in a couple of weeks for when the readings will resume on the channel. Bye.